Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this tutorial, we will cover the next task, that is reading correspondence, in reading section. If you like to check all of our Celpip tutorials, then you can search them on YouTube by typing Celpip Store. You will find many more tutorials of this video series. In this series, we will cover all the 4 sections of the Celpip exam including listening, reading, speaking and writing sections. Today, we will check out the reading part. The reading section is having 4 practice tests, and 1 practice task, as well. Total time allocated for the reading section is 55 minutes. We will start with reading part 1, reading correspondence. In this task, you will read a message, which is on the left-hand side of your computer screen, and you'll have to answer in the response message using drop-down, given on the right-hand side of the computer screen. Before we start reading correspondence tutorial, you should know the tips and tricks for this task. Number 1. You will have total 11 questions. Number 2. Total time duration is 10 minutes. Number 3. Need to understand the purpose of letter. Number 4. Should know the writer and recipient. Number 5. Write down the important points separately. Number 6. Reach your conclusion on the basis of reasoning. Number 7. Practice to read as fast as you can. Let's take an example now. Here we have a message. I think I should read this passage for you. So, the message is, "Hi Emma, I hope you are doing well now. I am very sorry for not being in contact with you for the past few months. And Ava just told me you had a car accident on the way back from college. Emma, you can't believe how I felt when I heard the news, and my heart skipped a beat. I immediately called your mother, who started to cry after hearing my voice. She told me she was in Vancouver when you met with an accident. On hearing this sad news, she immediately took a flight to Toronto to see you. You were in the ICU then, and I could not talk to you. Every day, I called your mother to ask her about your condition, and I prayed day and night for you. Last night, she told me that you will be coming back home, after spending 2 weeks in the hospital, and I was so happy to hear this. Next time I come to Toronto, I will definitely visit you and bring you some gifts. I have started working at the Fraser Valley Heritage Railway. This is a simple heritage railway line, a small museum, and a joy train ride. They are open only on Saturdays and Sundays, and they have 5 scheduled runs on each of those days, from Cloverdale Station to Sullivan Station, and back. My dear friend, please take care of yourself. Do not drive from now on, get a driver, or start using local taxi service, or bus. Public transit is a great way for anyone to get around Toronto. It's an easy, safe, and quick way to get around. In many cases, it will also save you a lot of money, compared to renting a car and paying for expensive downtown parking. I know that the Toronto Transit Commission provides service within the city of Toronto, including all of downtown. Ferries connect to the Toronto Islands, and GO Transit handles commuter service to the suburbs. Hope to see you soon, my friend. Always love you, Amelia. We have total of 11 questions in this task. Our first question is, Emma's mother is now. We have 4 options. Number 1, in Vancouver, number 2, in Calgary, number 3, in Victoria, and number 4, in Toronto. According to the passage, I think the 4th option is correct because Emma met with an accident and her mother took a flight to Toronto to see Emma. You can check the 4th line in the 2nd paragraph. Our second question is, who is working at museum? We have 4 options. Number 1, Emma, number 2, Emma's mother, number 3, Amelia, and number 4, Ava, according to the passage. The 3rd option is correct because Amelia is writing a letter to Emma in which she told that she has started working in a small museum which remains open on Saturdays and Sundays. You can check the 4th line in the 2nd paragraph. Our 3rd question is, Toronto Transit Commission. We have 4 options. Number 1, is Canada's largest public transport service. Number 2, provides service within the city of Toronto. Number 3, is the best option for Emma. And number 4, is meant for the visitors only, as we can check in the last 4 lines of last paragraph, that TTC provides service within the city of Toronto. So according to this passage, our second option is correct. Our fourth question is, Emma's mother started crying. We have 4 options. Number 1, on hearing Emma's voice. Number 2, on hearing Amelia's voice. Number 3, on hearing the news of the accident. And number 4, on seeing her in hospital, as we can check in the third line of the second paragraph, that Emma's mother started crying when she heard Amelia's voice. So according to this, our second option is correct, that is, on hearing Amelia's voice. Our fifth question is, Fraser Valley Heritage Railway. We have 4 options. Number 1, is a simple heritage railway line. Number 2, is a small museum. Number 3, is a joy train ride. And number 4, all of the above. As Amelia explained all the things where she started working, all this have been mentioned in the 4th line of the 3rd paragraph. So accordingly, our 4th option is correct, that is all of the above. Now 6th question is, which statement is true? We have 4 options. Number 1, Emma had a car accident. Number 2, Emma fell from stairs. Number 3, Emma was in the hospital. And number 4, Emma and Eva are friends. After reading paragraph, it is very clear that the true statement is Emma had a car accident. So accordingly, our first option is correct. Now, friends, in this task, there is a second part, that is a response message, which the receiver writes in return to the message sender. So, earlier Amelia wrote letter to Emma, and here in response message, Emma will write response to Amelia. So friends, let's start with the response message, as I have earlier told you that this task has total 11 questions, so 6 questions are done and 5 are left, which we will do in the response. This response message will be in the form of a letter. Let's start with response letter. Hi Amelia, thank you for writing to me. I am feeling better now. I will join. Now we have the 7th question, where we have 4 options. Those are, number 1, my job again. Number 2, university again. Number 3, the college again. And number 4, you people again. Here, Emma is telling Amelia that she's feeling better now and joined her college again. So, our 3rd option is correct. Our 8th question is, my mother told me about your frequent. Here we have 4 options. Number 1, visits. Number 2, phone calls. Number 3, letter. And number 4, emails. Here, our 2nd option is correct, as Amelia neither visited Emma's mother home nor sent letters or emails. In fact, Amelia used to do regular phone calls to Emma's mother to know about Emma's condition. Our 9th question is, thanks for your support. And it is your prayers that I am in my. We have 4 options. Number 1, good senses. Number 2, good health. Number 3, college. And number 4, good house. I think our 2nd option is correct. Emma is in good health condition now. Our 10th question is, today. And congrats for your new job. I'm really happy for you and I am eagerly waiting for. We have 4 options. Number 1, your next job appointment. Number 2, the phone calls from you. Number 3, the gifts that you are planning to give. And number 4, my appointment letter. According to the given options, option number 3 is correct, because Amelia congratulated Emma on returning back home after spending 2 weeks in hospital, and Amelia told that she will come to meet Emma with gifts. So, Emma is excited and is waiting for the gifts that Amelia is planning for her. So, our 3rd option is correct. Our last 11th question is, when you will visit Toronto. I definitely follow your instructions regarding. We have 4 options. Number 1, public transit. Number 2, transport. Number 3, my health. And number 4, moving around. According to the message, our first option is correct, because Amelia told Emma not to drive from now on, asked to get a driver or start using local taxi service or bus. She also said that public transit is a great way for anyone to get around Toronto, as it is an easy, safe, and quick way to get around. So accordingly, our first option is correct, that was public transit. I think this tutorial will give you some idea about how to choose the right option in reading correspondence task. Please register on Celpip store to experience the real-time based practice platform. The link to join the platform is mentioned in the below description. Friends, don't forget to subscribe to our channel before completing this video. Thanks for spending time with us.